This week on the Spotlight, we're all over the place with former Bulls coach Scott Skiles, Mr. Intensity. Then we got Joe Borowski. Remember when he was the closer for the Cubs? Regular old Jersey guy. And then what else we got? Oh, Corey Patterson. They said he'd be the next Lou Brock. He was fast. He was good. Maybe not that good. Then Avisail Garcia. His future's ahead of him. I hope it's soon. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. Welcome to the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. They do it all at 108th and Kedzie. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to Yohuli's for my trivia night. 3901 West 103rd Street near St. Xavier, Friday, August 17th at 8 p.m. Music, movies, TV, sports, and requests. It's a fun place. I'll see you there. We will have a blast. Family Dentist. Lawrence Ferlin. E is the dentist. 109th and Kedzie. Crowns, veneers, cleanings, and more. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Dr. Sherman Clay, chiropractor. Gentle adjusting. Most insurance accepted. Massage therapy, too. Walk-ins are welcome. Call 773-324-4325. That's HEAL. Dr. Sherman Clay. You've got to get to the Sock. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. They have great food, drink, and people at 93rd and Roberts Road. I've been there for the most part for the last 7 years, and they're consistent and excellent. Get to the Sock on Thursdays. We'll play some trivia, and we'll have some laughs. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. This Bulls road trip is an ultimate gut check, heart check time. This team is under siege. Not only from the losing streak it was on prior to the trip, but just the malaise that seems to surround this team in the final 2 to 4 minutes of games. Scott Skiles desperately trying to find the matchups and the group that will pull a game out. Instead, finding mediocre defense and long scoring droughts, uncertainty about who's willing to take the final shot at the end of the shot clock and make it a percentage one. And people aren't driving to the basket either. So, some serious problems. They'll either be addressed in the attack mode, or the team will lock into a lottery position, which will leave tons of fans and media, like yours truly, dissatisfied, because this team should be farther along than it's showing. Scott Skiles talks before every game, and the session is sort of tense. I'm sure brought on by the recent losing, but here's a little sampling of what it's like.
Play very well, or you can press a little bit and it can backfire on you.
Scott, is there any chance that Tyson can be activated on the West Coast, or because you don't have that much practice time, wait until you come back home?
I think there's a chance. I don't know how good a chance, but I think there's definitely a chance. Yeah, I worked with Tyson quite a bit yesterday and thought he looked good. He just needs his conditioning is behind, but you know, as soon as we get that shored up, he doesn't have any setback. So I think there's definitely a chance.
Is that trip going to be a difficult stretch for you guys, given that it is like game, practice, game? I mean, you're not looking at a day off for 2 weeks. I mean,
well, you know, what game is not difficult for us right now? I mean, every game right now is the most important game. I mean, we've got to somehow piece together some wins. So it is a tough trip just looking at it, how the travel goes and what time we get into places and all that kind of stuff. But I think we just need to we need to try to get a win today and worry about the trip tomorrow.
At the time of the trade, the consensus seemed to be that, or the Jalen Rose trade, the consensus seemed to be that it would be a trade that would help both teams. Months later, do you still see it in that light, even though maybe it's not reflective in the records of both teams?
Are you asking if I think it has helped both teams?
Yeah. Do you still see it?
I can't. Well, it's very difficult for me to comment on because of the timing of when I came in. Has it helped their team? I mean, Glenn and Kevin have to comment on that. I don't know that. And the same really with our team. I mean, I like our team the way it is post-trade, but I didn't coach those guys. So, I mean, if my ego was out of control, I could sit here and give a lecture on how much it's helped both teams, but I mean, I wasn't here. I didn't coach those guys, so I don't know. I don't know the differences really between those guys being on the team and our guys now being on the team.
Scott, can you address missing people at key points versus having situations to win games and having wins more or less slip out of the team's fingers? Is it more missing key people, or is it finding the formula of who should be your closing players?
Well, I mean, we don't have the kind of team right now where the people who close the game are going to be the same every night. That happens when you have certain players that step up in pressure situations over a period of time and make plays, and then it becomes very clear. We've had trouble closing out games, so I wouldn't blame it on guys being missing or anything like that. Obviously, right now we have one of our main players is still out and has been out for 8 weeks, and it'll be great to get him back. But we can't blame losses or anything on that.
So, are you concerned that could hit the so-called rookie wall in the next month, or is there reason to believe that he'll be the exception?
Well, I don't know that there is an exception. I think the more you talk about something and the more you plant seeds about something, those things can become true if people listen to it enough. I don't think Kirk's going to listen to it. He's very, very good shape physically. I think Kirk is going to have some typical rookie ups and downs. He's had way more ups than he's had downs, but I don't know that it's going to have anything to do with hitting the so-called wall or anything.
We'll have more of Scott Skiles next week, and you'll hear my question that was so long and intense that a Bulls player walking by said, "Hey, that question's too long." I disagreed. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Kim G. Sherman, psychotherapist, Des Plaines Wellness Center. Therapy for individuals, couples, families. Call 847-962-4849. I've known Kim for over 20 years. She is a true professional, and she will help you. Give her a call. Family Dentist, Lawrence Furlan, DDS, 109th and Kedzie, crowns, veneers, cleanings, improving your smile. They do a great job. Call 773-233-7044. Excellent work, impeccable. Call the Family Dentist, 773-233-7044. They did a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. Joe Borowski, with a name so much like mine I gotta like him, has pitched in 16 towns since 1990 and is aware of the need to be versatile. Anything happened last year in your baseball experiences that kind of set the table for what you're doing this year?
I think it's just more confidence this year. You know, I came up last year to have one start, and I kind of, instead of worrying about what I was doing on a mound, I was worrying about everything else around me that I couldn't control. And this year coming into the spring, I just said I'm going to go out there, go on a mound and do what I can do, and everything else take care of itself.
How about, are you feeling a sense a little bit, and I guess the last two games are the example, that the offense is starting to, get in the position that they're capable of? Because, all the talk in the offseason was, on paper, this lineup looks pretty good.
Yeah, and that all comes back to, you had a couple guys out. You got Bill Miller back. He could set the table for Sammy and Freddie, and Moises is back now. He's healthy. So I think it's going to, we should be able to put some runs up on the board.
Has there been anything that you've seen as you battle through the difficulty in the first month, 5 weeks, that gives you some positive thoughts about what's going to happen in August and September?
Well, I think, like you said, on paper his team looks pretty good, but I think the last few days we showed that we can be that team that is on paper. And if we keep playing the way we've been over the last week, I think we can be in there, put ourselves in contention in August and September.
Because on my show we can go a little more longer form and it's not a 10-second soundbite show, expound for the people a little bit about where you grew up and who you were a fan of as a kid, either player or team-wise.
I grew up in New Jersey, about 10 minutes outside of Manhattan, and I love the Yankees. And it's funny, like everybody says, do you like the Yankees or the Mets? And I said, well, you either liked one and you hated the other. They ain't no, I like both teams. So I like the Yankees and I learned to hate the Mets. So.
Just like the Cubs and Sox rivalry.
Exactly. There's no liking both of them. You either love one and hate the other or vice versa.
Were you around to see any of that during Cubs versus Sox games?
Actually, no. I missed the interleague here.
So you had something to look forward to.
Yeah. I mean, it should be exciting, I'm sure the city goes nuts. And, it's added excitement for the players.
How about when you were 10, 12 years old? Did you have a favorite player or players that you modeled yourself after?
I don't think I really had a favorite player. I just enjoyed, the entire team of the Yankees. I go out and see them a couple times, but I really didn't follow one player too much.
How about following somebody of your ethnic origin that was a star in the major leagues?
I don't know too many Polish people that were in the majors. So.
Skowron was a great Yankee, but that was before you were born,
that's
bro.
a little bit before my time.
Karl Yastrzemski?
Yeah, I guess so. There's not too many. They don't just roll off of your tongue too easy.
I'll have to work on a list. I'll put it up as a graphic accompanying us. Anyway, I don't think there's anybody with more of a similar name than mine in the majors. Right? So we're gonna give a lot of high profile to this man throughout the year and follow his progress and the various roles coming out of the pen. And a spot start wouldn't bother you too much either, would it?
Like I said, I'll do anything, and whatever they need me to do, I'll do.
Last night I was doing a game show, and in the sports category, I had people trying to name the two White Sox relievers who got victories in the 2005 World Series. And you and Marte were the guys. I know you must think about those days fairly often, and kind of bring us up to speed about getting back here after all that 2005 success.
Well, it's been like a year, I think, since I've been in the big leagues, and I've been down in Iowa working on different, just trying to get better and get back into a groove, and that's basically all I've been doing.
Well, when you think back to those great times, and they're still pretty fresh in my mind, what if anything could you say got away, or that you were working on specifically that you seemingly have remastered to get back here now?
I just think location of pitches and some confidence in myself and in making the pitches. I think at the end of 06, the last 2 months were horrible, and I think I just got away from knowing my strengths and going to them.
When you're in Iowa, when you're working on things, was there a time where you maybe got disgusted and were unfocused mentally, and it maybe delayed your improvement?
Maybe a little bit. I went down there to start last year, and right when I got sent down, and it was going all right for the first couple, and then it got ugly pretty quick, and that was something I had to get over it. I mean, it was difficult switching for me to be trying to be a starter, just getting innings, getting repetition, and then I ended up getting hurt, and that wasn't real fun. That definitely probably stalled a lot of my progression. I was out for almost 5-6 weeks. So,
Well, the nature of AAA, and correct me if I'm wrong, everybody's hacking because they want to show they can hit and make the major leagues, and it's an almost unrealistic view of hitters because they're not like that at the major league level. How much truth to that?
I think there's more truth to that when you get into AA. I think AAA, there's some guys like that, but there's also, I think the middle of most orders have pretty sound hitters where they have an idea what they're going to do up there. I would think that there's some that, like you're saying, that just go up there and swing, but I think they're the quality hitters that you're not going to see a full lineup of them, but you'll see sparingly throughout the lineup that they'll have some good quality at bats, and they're going to take pitches and look for certain pitches.
What pitches are you throwing now, and what are you most proud of that you maybe have improved this particular pitch?
Compared to when I got sent down, I don't throw a curveball anymore, and throw a slider now, and been working on a little like two-seam fastball in terms of getting into lefties or going away from righties, and that's been pretty successful so far.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous Grade of Cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget the Illinois Lottery, too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. You've got to get to the Sock live Bidkowski trivia, alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great game, great people. Check out the Sock. I think you'll be glad you did when you go to my trivia game every other Thursday. 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. You've got to get to Papa Joe's new location, 5900 West 111th Street. Italian beef, tetrazzini, great pizza, Parmesan, ravioli, and more. All my classic choices. New location, and they can still deliver into the city. Get to Papa Joe's. Corey Patterson is in a key role again. He's back from injury, and he's been working very hard on his rehab.
I was about to see the doctor one more time out in Colorado where I had surgery, and so I think they said by that time it's going to clear me if it looks good, which I know it will be, and move on from there.
There's a lot of rehab left to do, or are you through the worst of it at this point?
I think I'm through the worst of it. At one point there, it was real tough. And every day on the exercise bike for 45 minutes to an hour. But I think the toughest part is over with. Now it's just I'm getting back outside, running, and doing all that fun stuff, more baseball related stuff.
You got to be really excited about this season now.
Right, I am, and especially what happened last year. Definitely excited for this year to come up.
Well, was there any ever like a why me kind of? I mean, all those years trying to kind of make your name, and then you're having such a great first half, and then to have that kind of taken away from you a little bit there?
You know, not really. I mean, that's part of athletics, and this is only my second full year, so it's a process. You know, every year it seems like I learn something else about myself and something that can help me from year to year. So, and besides that, you know, injuries, that's part of the game, and that's something that you got to deal with. And I never really asked myself why, but you know, it happened, and you got to work hard and it's improved from there.
When people do like a list of the Cubs question marks for this year, one of the big questions is, will Corey Patterson be ready to play 160 games or whatever they want you to play?
Right. I'll be ready. I mean, I work hard, and like I say, wherever you, I think putting in something is what you get out of it, and you put the time and effort in, it'll all pay off in the long run.
Corey, a lot of people have felt that it would be hard on you early in the season with the cold weather, you know, just trying to get it in 110% shape. But do you think that they're being presumptuous, that you'll be 100% coming out of spring training to be able to play every day?
Yeah, I think I'll be 100%, and you know, regardless if you're healthy now, you know, out there is cold, so everything is cold, but I think I'll be ready, and I know I'll be ready. I've been working hard, and that hadn't really crossed my mind.
Where would you rate where your rehab is now? Is it basically complete, or do you still have to do a lot more strengthening and all that?
Well, I think pretty much now just being outside, doing more baseball stuff as far as hitting and throwing. I haven't done that a whole lot since I've had my injury, but I'm pretty much done, and I feel good, and I'll be ready to go.
What about your speed? Do you think that you'll be the old speedy Corey Patterson coming out of spring training?
Yeah, I think so. And a lot of times too, people say you could actually come back faster because you rehab the muscles and the ligaments around it. And a lot of athletes, no matter what sport, it helps them out.
Corey, other players have said that when they're coming back from rehab, the biggest problem is facing live major league pitching again. Can you cite when you last faced live pitching and the thought of that adjustment?
Yeah, well, last time I faced it was when I got hurt against the Cardinals, but as far as facing the pitching, that's like the last thing I'm worried about. I'm not really worried about that. I mean, you play ball so long, and it's something you do every year. That standpoint, that's honestly the last thing I'm worried about.
How difficult was it to watch the team excel without you, and then the team go down without you? I mean,
it was hard from my standpoint. Obviously, I wanted to be part of it, but I was still out there pulling for my teammates and wishing them well, and they had a great year. We just couldn't pull it out at the end, but it was hard, but it's something I had to do. I want to be here supporting them.
Is that the hardest thing that you've had to do professionally, or not necessarily? Because you had struggles before that, and so you were just trying to get in before.
Right. I think it's just not necessarily the hardest thing. But it was definitely hard. But I just wanted to be out there. But we had a good year, and got you ready for this year.
I talked to you about some spring training memories, maybe, instead of looking forward to spring training. Okay.
Things like the spring training memories, you said?
Yeah. Give me a wild story to share.
I don't really know. I don't think I have a wild story, but I just know guys that come in, they're relaxed, they're having fun, joking around. Every day we have a team meeting. At the end of the meeting, someone's going to tell a joke, whether it's a player or a coach. It's just really to see the guys.
You've got to get to Jack's on Ridge Road in Lansing. My trivia, alternate Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Great people, great fun, and it's just an overall good time. I'll see you at Jack's. You've got to get to Oliver, 6100 West 159th Street for my live trivia, alternate Wednesdays now at 7 p.m. It's a great place with great food and drink and fun. Get to Oliver's on a Wednesday. I'll see ya. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Trivia will be at the Sock. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great food, great drink, great people. Everything great. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. I'm sure you could speak to this better than anybody in the room. There's no substitute for health. And you're feeling good and whacking the ball.
Yeah, feeling great, feeling great and try to play hard every day and put everything, try to help my team win and play hard every day.
Yeah, I've been using you as a trivia question the past week. Who's leading the White Sox in batting average and on-base percentage? And it's probably a tricky thing to be aggressive but yet be selective at the plate. How do you balance those two things?
Yeah, trying to be selective, trying to work accounts, trying to see more pitches, and trying to be intelligent in the home play and trying to hit the ball inside. So just put in play and put in good swing. That's it.
You seem comfortable as the heart of the order guy. Is there one spot in the order that you like best?
No, I don't. Whatever they put me, I'm gonna do my best to try to put my team win and try to do my best for the team.
You and Jose are often adjacent in the order, but then also LaRoche too, and you three are the guys looking to be the RBI guys of this team.
Yeah, I think everybody wanna do the job right. Everybody wanna win. Everybody want the right run scene, and sometimes that happens, sometimes no. This baseball, everything can happen, so we just gotta keep working and do our best for the team.
I know you want to play within your own skills and not try to do too much, but I imagine when you play a team like the Tigers, you would like to give a little showcase and say, this is what you're missing.
No, I just try to do my job, try to drive runs in, try to make a play, and try to play my game, and do my best for the White Sox.
How about defensively? I know you got hurt playing defense, and you have made the adjustment to go after a ball in a different manner. How do you feel playing right field in a park where sometimes the wind can be a little nasty?
Yeah, I feel great. Working hard with Devo, and just trying to don't dive in cash. Dive in cash, and just trying to play intelligent, play hard, play 100%, but intelligent. If I can catch a ball, I'm not gonna dive.
You got to get to Moods Bar and Grill. It's time for a summer road trip. Play Benkowski Trivia alternate Wednesdays. Go to exit 19 off I-94. And a couple miles down, you'll find yourself in Portage, Indiana, right where Moods Bar and Grill is. They have fine food, fine drink, and my fun game. The game starts at 8 o'clock, by the way. Give yourself a little extra time, but don't go too early. Stay out of big traffic. This week's show is brought to you by the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Shop at 108th and Kedzie. Get all your car work done there, like me. The Lansing Floral Shop is the place to go for all your floral needs. Call 708-474-1212. Huck Finn Restaurants, a huge menu, open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 105th and Cicero, and 67th and Pulaski. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch. Very competitive pricing, 708-396-1010.